here at Dead Man's Pass. It's over that way. That guy's got a badass sounded Jake brake for a Tupperware torpedo. But I'm up here getting a shot in my truck, watching out for the danger noodles. But we got this John Deere 7200 planter. Picked it up in Wyoming yesterday. Here's that footage. But heading over to Salem, Oregon with it. Missed most of the drive coming out here, but we're about to hit the real interesting part, or at least interesting to me. If I can get back down here without busting my ass. But Dead Man's Pass is up ahead. When you're going west, you don't even really got to climb. I mean, there's some elevation changes, but nothing really bad. It's the eastbound side that has the worst, but we got a 6% downhill grade. I forget exactly how long it is. I think it's somewhere around like 5 miles. Don't quote me on that though, I don't remember. I've only ever been out here once. There's warning signs of 60,000 or like 70,000 pounds. No, 60,000 to something around there pounds. 37 mile an hour is recommended speed. I'd venture to say we're not much over 50 with this planter on here, so I mean we'll be good to do 45, 50 down the hill. Don't want to get going too quick though, but we're just gonna ride them Detroit Jake brakes and listen to her chooch all the way down. But other than that, I'm wasting time standing here. I'm gonna hop in the cab and I'll talk to you then. Apologize for Gordon looking like a dirty little working slut. Drove through the snow that hit Colorado and over by Cheyenne, and then you get about like 30 minutes north of Cheyenne and it just completely, it's damn near bone dry. But that's why she's dirty. That, and I haven't washed her in, oh, I don't remember the last time I washed her, honestly. But look at that view, man. Oh, baby. I get paid to do this. And I'll crop in on it, but you can see that's where we're going to end up, over yonder. You guys are having a good day. I'm having a pretty good day, actually. I'm doing this. It's in the works. I'm 80% sure that it's going to work out. Swift, are you going to let me in? Or I'm look at this history in the making. I am getting passed by a Swift. Holy crap. Now, question is how heavy is he? Is he over the suggested speed limit for his weight? We'll see, and if he has to use the runaway ramp, hopefully I'm behind him and I can catch it. Be a good thumbnail. But I'm out here doing this. I'm 80% sure I got a backhaul coming out of Washington to go down to Texas, and then if that comes through, I know I got a load down in Texas or Oklahoma if I end up having to go to Oklahoma. I got stuff going on. Got some brokered freight moved today. Got a load picking up tomorrow. Got a load picking up Monday. Deliver both of those. Will deliver sometime next week. Yeah, just everything's been. If fuel prices were lower, everything would just be. I'd just be tickled pink right now. Recording yesterday because Wyoming, I've done so much footage in there. I mean, it's kind of redundant. I went through Salt Lake City when it was dark. I was going to record in Boise, but I didn't end up stopping. And I mean, there's nothing really. Boise, you're not really missing much. Faster than I said I wanted to go do. Now this backhaul I'm talking about though, unfortunately, I'm going to have to probably come back through here. It's going to have me take 82 through Washington, which that'll be an experience. I've never been on there. This is only my second time on 84 through Oregon. But it dumps you off. Is it in Pendleton? I don't remember. And then it'll have me come back this way and have me go basically the same direction that I went to get over here until I get to Salt Lake City. But I got the ball rolling on this planter last week, and I wasn't really supposed to do it. I was supposed to take 2 loads of flooring down to southern Missouri after I took a load of whiskey barrel staves towards southern Indiana. And then I'm delivering that on Monday. And he calls me that his saw broke down, so he won't be able to do the flooring. So I said, do you care if I run out to Oregon real quick? He said, go ahead. So I called the guy back, and he liked my quote better than the other quote he got, and I'm still doing pretty well pulling this thing. Nothing to scoff at. He thought you needed a pilot escort. The other guy that quoted him. I said, no, it's narrow enough. You don't need a pilot escort. So I don't know if that guy's confused or if he's trying to pull one over on him or what. But he said, come out here and pick it up, and here whatever you want to call it. Found that down by St. Louis and took that to Longmont, Colorado, and ran up to Wyoming, and that's how I got out here. It hasn't gone 100% the way I anticipated it, but there's not really anything I can complain about. Nothing chaotic has happened. I wish the scales would cooperate with me. But what are you gonna do? Called the customer that's getting this planter though, and see, it would be 8 o'clock to me, but it's 6 o'clock out here. I was gonna see if he wanted to pull this planter off tonight, and then it'd give me a jump start in the morning. But he had something going on, so he couldn't do that. So that'll put me, probably like 2 or 3 hours behind in the morning. But if it goes to plan, the load I'm supposed to get in the morning shouldn't be that bad of a load. It'll be a crane load. And it's not a crane, it's stuff that's got to be loaded with a crane. But, you know, I don't see why that should really take too much time. But the broker I'm getting that load for to go to Texas, he was taking forever to process everything, and I finally got it all done and all my onboarding crap done, and I still don't have an email from him. So I'm starting to get worried. I worry about loads until they're actually, I see them being set on my trailer, because nothing is guaranteed until that happens. You know, so the shipper could be delayed for some reason, or the broker they find something about your company they don't like, or something, you know, just whatever. So I panic about it until I actually see a load being set on my trailer. But I called him because I still hadn't got the rate confirmation. He said he's literally been putting out fires. They had a jet fuel load. The shipper told him it was going to be a certain amount, but the trailer that they sent, because they thought it would fit, it was too much, and it bursted a tank somehow. So they got a jet fuel spill going on right now, which the price of oil right now that's probably not a problem you want to have anyway. But I mean, you might be looking at like $100 grand in jet fuel or something. Actually, probably way more than that. I don't know what jet fuel goes for, but probably a tad more than diesel fuel. Enough to shut the spirit down. Scale to go through tonight, which is closed right now, supposedly. It seems like all day they've been closed up until the point where I start getting close, and then they miraculously open. So I don't know if it's people being dumb with the button or what's going on. I don't know. Trying to plan ahead and see where I want to park tonight. There's a TA, I think between Salem and Portland, that I know it's a big lot. I know I'm probably going to have to create a parking spot because it's so wide. that's north of the scale. But then there's a Flying J and a Love's close to where I need to be, but they're both smaller. But I'll be parking at like 6 o'clock. But I'll also be getting up early in the morning, so I might be able to get by the scale. I'm legal and all that crap. It's just, if you can avoid dealing with the scale, I try my best to avoid it. Or go by when they're closed. But I'll be getting going probably about 5 o'clock their time, which is 7 to me. So, you know, fatigue won't be a problem there.